You are listening to Maximum Pew Pew, an actual play RPG podcast. Maximum Pew Pew follows continuous storylines and are meant to be enjoyed from the beginning. This episode follows the Jewel of the South storyline and may contain spoilers for Our Friends the Machines and Other Mysteries published by Modifius Entertainment. Gameplay segments may contain mature themes and adult language. In this episode, the kids learn of the county cultural fair and make their final stand against the PTA.
Good afternoon, listeners. Greg Wyatt here, and this is today's community calendar. The Mercer County Parent-Teacher Association will be hosting a culture festival this afternoon on Mercer Street near the post office. Enjoy arts, crafts, food, performances by the Princeton Senior High School Orchestral Ensemble, Princeton Junior High School Marching Band, and a special presentation by PTA President Janet Thompson called Princeton, the American Dream. Streetside parking will be free of charge, and a shuttle will be available from both Straley and Mercer Elementary School. If you'd like to have your event featured on the community calendar, please call 304-555-7114. Coming up next, Kenny Loggins' newest from the movie Top Gun, Danger Zone, J104.5.
List.
So regretfully, I wasn't able to create a map of Princeton Senior High School. And I'd mentioned this to Matt because, I'm trying to find a map and I don't know how to do this without, using my memory from 15 years ago or ending up on some list.
Just go tell them you want to give them a gift.
The Swedish word threw me for a second.
I'm pretty sure Hammarskjold.
All right.
Just tell them that you wanted to give it a speech or something because you're a pharmacist. Just walk around their school and then leave. Just don't give a speech.
My wife is on a list because she makes soap.
Okay.
Oh, what she bought?
Yeah, because the line
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's hilarious.
Is lie I watched Substance? Oh, yeah, perfect.
It's a strong base.
In sufficient quantity.
I was going to say, in the amount that she was buying, yeah.
in
80 extractions.
Yeah, in 10-pound containers, yes. All right, so here's school.
Okay.
So she tells you that it's all the way at the end of the north wing.
All right.
Okay. So your wife makes soap.
Yeah, I would like
yes, actually, it's very it's very good. It doesn't break me out.
So when you go to the high school again, it's summer. There's not anyone there. There's a few cars there, because you've got marching band teacher that's going to be obsessing over that stuff already.
And PTA and zombie making people.
Yeah, PTA zombie making people. I mean, there's as you look around, there are no unlocked doors. You kind of try them all. So,
oh God, well, that's not a problem.
No, not really. It's just it would have been easier if they were unlocked.
I'll just do like the janitor did at my junior high, and I pull out a keychain, and got one part of it bent around backwards, so it's like a hook.
Yeah.
You slide it in between the door and just pull it open at the same time, and it pops the doors.
Give me a tinker roll to make that happen.
Thank you for security, high school. JK, I know you ain't got any of that. This is the 80s. Nobody cares.
These also have a computerized lock on them too, a keypad. So if anyone has programmed, that can also potentially be used.
No, that's fine. I got 2 on the lock picking.
Okay, so
that's actually probably going to become a thing.
Yeah, so one's actually a success, and you've got a bonus success, so you can don't need to roll it overcome again.
You know what?
Quickly,
we'll just take that one, and these doors are mine.
Okay. So, all right. So that being said, it wasn't quick and it wasn't quiet. You now know that outside, nobody was looking, but
Yeah.
But it was not a quiet process.
No, because I was kind of like, hey guys, check this out. Saw the janitor do it.
And it was just super loud.
So you
go off in the laser
pop a lock.
And the guns come out.
So, I mean, this school has a bunch of emergency exits and stuff like that. So, looking at the map, tell me which door you want to go in. There's no doors marked. You can just tell me where you want to go in.
There should be one somewhere. It's
Yeah.
AV is going to be part of the library, but the big black dot near the center of the entire picture is going to be the PTA room
All
that
right.
they're using.
Let's go to the library-ish area.
library-ish. Okay.
Come on, nerds. Library.
It's over here.
Okay.
So there
So-
should be a door like at the library. Like we should be able to walk
Right.
directly from the
What
outside
else is
into
right
the
there?
library.
Yeah, so when you go,
Expeditions.
What's a
What-
school expedition?
I'm guessing that's where, like the main offices and stuff are, like the main hall.
or where pick up and drop off for transportation.
Yeah,
'cause
because
it's next
to the left
parking.
is the library, to the right is the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's just some type of big common place that handles a lot of
Okay.
students at one time.
Oh, actually, this is the exact shape of my old middle school. That's exactly what that would be. This is like the welcoming room. You go to the library, and then you have the lunch room, and then you actually went into the school proper from there.
Right. Okay.
Like
We'll just-
Princeton,
yeah,
in
Google
reality,
Translate.
looks like a big L block from Tetris. That's like the best way to describe it. Anyway,
Sounds about right for our
that's
state.
not. We've got a stand-in school until I can get a map of that school. So that's what you're working with. So you want to go in from the library. So you go into the library. The AV room looks like it has been just scavenged for anything and everything.
Oh man, that's what we were gonna do.
That's where they got all their VCRs.
Oh yeah.
I didn't steal it from a school.
No, absolutely not.
I stole it from a thief.
We found we found those VCRs, and then they got hooked up in our place. It was crazy.
Weird how that works.
A to B. It just happened, just like that. Just like the wind starts up and it rains, same thing. Found the VCRs, they got hooked up.
Nothing
Full of
in the
crap.
AV room was
I mean, a few.
happening.
Not really.
Do they have the choppy thing? With
No,
the
you
tape?
don't see anything like that either.
All right.
But we could probably go get an actual paper cutter though, if that'll do the trick.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is a school. They're going to be those giant choppy paper cutters, and there's going to be cellophane tape.
Do you have like a
It'll
radio
work.
in there? Like shortwave radio or something?
In AV, probably not, because the school would have like the speaker system.
I'll turn on our little hand radio, like whisper, quiet.
Like I'm kind of
hold it
talking
up,
like they had in
Is it? Is it?
see if the
the
walkie,
first,
see if the people are talking on walkies.
What was it called?
The,
The show on Netflix.
oh, Stranger Things?
Yeah, remember they had.
Oh, yeah.
They have anything
um,
like that?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
I'm surprised it took this long for a Stranger Things reference.
I
I
know.
was trying
It's,
to avoid it.
I
I
mean,
was too.
if it makes you feel better, Tales from the Loop came out way before Stranger Things.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
That was the inspiration for Stranger Things.
I think
I
80.
just
I think
dare
they
say
both had the
it's-
same inspiration, and that was a decade.
I dare say
That's
it's
true.
entirely because people who were the age of our characters in 1986 are now writing these things.
Yeah.
So I turn on our walkie-talkie that we've gathered. Do like whisper quiet, so it's not again broadcasting location to all the universe.
Yeah.
Do I hear anything like, "Hey, people in the school," or
Actually, in the AV room, you would be able to find like a monophone that would plug into the radio, so like you could like listen in without any outward.
we're gonna go ahead and do
One of those single beige colored earphones that,
Yep.
that have no squishy part. You just have to shove it in.
Yep. We're gonna go with that. Let's do it.
And
Crystal
those
radio.
tiny little fragile wires.
Yeah. So you plug one of those in, you can hear just fine.
I forgot those existed.
You don't hear anything
They're
about
for, like,
bird watching, but you certainly do hear. You feel like that you're not alone in the school.
Okay. I'll confirm that we are for sure not by ourselves in here. Like we were pretty sure before, 100% certain now.
I'm
No.
guessing there's no surveillance or anything in the school since it was the 80s.
Why would you try to spy on children?
There.
They do now.
I know. That's
It's
I
on
would say
everyone
no.
now.
Eventually, like the school did have cameras, like just in hallways, not in classrooms, but like the major hallways and the common areas and stuff like
cameras
that.
had to get cheap first.
Yeah, we never had any. Did you have any? We didn't. I didn't have any.
DuPont didn't for the longest. They had to
no,
build a whole
well-
school building for that.
No, we'll say that there are no cameras
Okay.
like that in here. So for Tim, I'll let you make a investigate roll to be able to kind of understand the parts of the, because you can get a rough map from like the fire exits and stuff. Will have like the map, and you can kind of picture out from there. And just from listening to the chatter, you can kind of figure out where their patrols are.
Okay. I'm going to try and give us some information here, guys. Oh, I got one success.
Cool, that is all you need. So you can figure out the patrols. So, for you all to make it to the PTA room, it's going to take either a sneak or a move roll.
I have a AV room question.
Yeah.
Is there like a microphone in there, and can I rig it up where we could hook it up into one of the speakers in the intercom and like talk through the intercom? That way,
It's probably in the office.
Well, I
So
was thinking.
so the intercom
that way
system-
they wouldn't know to come to the office to get it.
Yeah. So the intercom system.
I think we're in the
I can
office.
tap it in anywhere.
Yeah. So the intercom system is each sort of room has like this wall panel that's got like an analog clock
Okay.
and a big like speaker,
Okay.
and it's got like a call button
Okay.
on it.
So you can call from each speaker.
Yeah, so you can call from each speaker, and generally what would happen is the way this intercom system would work is from a classroom, you'd hit the call button, and someone from the office would act as dispatch.
Okay.
And it would just be not really push to talk, but it would just be like voice activated. And
Okay.
then the office would dispatch on off. So there's not really classroom to classroom communication, but from the office, you could communicate to all the rooms, and you could do send only or send and receive or
Okay.
all this stuff. But the main functionality of that is going to be in the office. So
Okay.
from now each individual room, with the exception of like bathrooms and stuff, has one of these. So like during morning announcements, everybody's going to hear morning announcements.
Right.
And there's even speakers in the hallway
Yeah.
too for that purpose.
Right. Okay.
So hooking a microphone into one of these will not really work unless you do some manipulation in the office level.
Okay.
I could,
Or some crazy like tinker rolls or something.
so I could go to the office and would because
We're
I
close to the office, huh? Isn't it? Then we decide that was kind of like the office.
Near the main entrance. Yeah, we'll say near that school expedition, the main entrance is going to be the office. So yeah, you were close to the office.
So I could go to the office because I can hear what they're doing
Yeah.
and
Right.
maybe send out like just open up channels and talk
Well,
in
you
there.
can we can get in like one room, and you can talk to us and tell us what's there, what's going on.
Yeah,
'Cause it,
I-
Or
like,
kind of like your idea too is like
And
you
then-
could open up a channel, make it sound like somebody's in a room over here.
Yeah, like,
that's
I
true,
hope that I
yeah.
just start like
That's a good
moving
idea.
chairs in the office, just moving a chair.
So it's just
hitting a
broadcasting. Okay.
desk, whispering into it, and they're like, "There's people in there," so they go in there. And, oh, that's crazy! Nobody's there, and you guys are
Good
long
idea.
gone into a different room.
So you're gonna play the Phantom
Yes, that'll
because
be me.
you've got them on radio.
Yeah.
So we'll
When they start
allow
coming
that.
For me, I will, I will
Okay.
disappear like a ghost.
So, I want you guys to make it to the AV room. I want you to make me a sneak or a move roll, and I want you to take 2 bonus dice. One from the fact that he knows where they are, and another because he's purposely trying to lead them away. You're just looking for a single success.
I've got 2.
Cool.
I got 3.
3.
bonus
Cool.
die. I got 2.
2. Okay. So with the bonus die, you can either give 1 success to another kid or find something unexpected.
Find something unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody succeeded, so I don't see why you wouldn't look for something unexpected.
I gotta give it a 10.
Yeah, give
So you can give 1 to Tim. Yeah, that's fine. So like after they do that,
I
you'll
was
be
being
able to.
sarcastic.
Did everybody sneak? Did anybody use?
I
Move?
I use
Sneak.
move.
Oh, you use move. Move. Impress someone. No one notices you. Give 1 success to another kid. So like.
Oh,
So moving is like you're going really fast. You get
Right.
an opening and you sprint. So they could potentially hear that. Now, if you use your bonus success for nobody to notice you, it's like
I'll use that one.
okay.
yeah, me too, because move is what I did.
I sneak.
And
So
you had how many bonuses?
2.
2.
So
So
I'll take or whatever.
Okay, so you could give one to him, and then you could find something unexpected.
Okay.
What is something unexpected you could find?
A severed head.
That would be really unexpected.
God, I hope not.
Oh my God,
You actually find yourself.
Yeah.
It's very philosophical.
that's unexpected.
It would be, right?
Um,
Suddenly reach enlightenment in the middle of this investigation.
So as you're walking by, you're kind of going down this north wing, and it seems like a lot of the science classes are kind of concentrated to one area. You figure maybe they have like a common storage area for like biology, physics, chemistry, all this stuff. And it looks like the chemistry and physics departments have also seen some pillaging, maybe. We'll say that your curiosity gets the better of you, and it looks like that the physics teacher is probably a bit more anal retentive than the chemistry teacher, and the chemistry teacher should probably be more anal retentive than they are, considering what they're dealing with. It seems like every single magnet has been removed from like storage. Like you've got like the little storage containers. Every single magnet has been removed.
Is there anything in the chemistry class that we could make like a smoke bomb out of? Just for later, maybe.
I don't think my middle school self would have the kind of knowledge to make smoke bombs.
You know what? Make
You
me an extremely difficult
My high school
comprehend
self
check.
can make gunpowder, though.
Comprehend.
Yeah, comprehend is to have or find the right piece of information at the library or similar location. You are in a chemistry lab with chemistry books, but it's going to be a little bit above your head because of the classes you have or have not taken. So it's going to be extremely difficult because of education level. But you've got the resources.
Right.
It's true.
So in my junior high chemistry lab, we had this teacher who was about to retire, like old school 1960s chemistry teacher.
Yeah.
He did like dust explosion demonstrations during
Oh
class.
God.
And in our chemistry lab, the kind of the extra period one where we would just go and hang out and do extra
Yeah.
stuff, we would do all kinds of nonsense. And generally we were allowed to roam around the chemicals unsupervised.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we had kids who were like pulling out, oh, there's citric acid, and like make lemonade out of the chemicals.
I remember
And
that
just stupid things.
they came in and cleaned ours out because it had like a bunch of really toxic and
Yeah, I mean, there was this
explosives and all
like
that
this
stuff.
big brown bottle. I was like, no, don't touch that. That's
Yeah.
nitric acid. That's wicked stuff.
I scarred myself with nitric acid and organic. That's a different story.
We
Yeah.
had some sodium, like a big chunk of
Oh,
sodium.
God.
That
Oh
stuff
yeah,
is
yeah.
wicked.
We
Yes, it is.
played with magnesium shavings.
You've
and-
got to like store it in oil because
Yeah,
it
in
reacts
oil,
with
and
water and
solid nitrogen
oxygen.
around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to store it with something lipophilic, otherwise it'll
Yeah.
like absorb
It'll-
the water and explode.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Whenever
Yeah.
we did that,
And that was
demonstration.
junior high.
Well, our junior
Yeah,
high
those-
school was
Imagine
Those
that
plus one
escalating in
medals
high
are
school.
bad news. So that's something you discover as you're sneaking by. We'll say that you've got to hide in one of those rooms as a patrol comes by, and they kind of streak on past because you're sending them to this room, and you find that information out. Eventually, everybody is able to get to the PTA room. Amidst the this PTA room, it looks like it may have just been like, well, I don't know, an English classroom. It's now marked with a parent-teacher association sign. Amidst the pastel-colored decoration of the festival, there's evidence of a darker motif. TV's been rolled in and lined up side by side. In front of each stands a chair, complete with straps and restraints for holding people. Connected to the TVs are cables which wind their way back to a large computer by the teacher's desk.
That's weird.
You'll also notice there's a bunch of flyers advertising a festival for today that's going to be on Mercer Street at the sort of the public square. It's like Mercer Street is a lot of businesses, but there's one place that could have been like a really big building that isn't there, and it's just kind of like a grass lot. There's not really much going on there, but sometimes they'll have festivals there, and it's very visible from the road. So it seems like there's going to be some type of festival happening there at like 5 o'clock. It's close to at the noon right now, so it's not too far away.
Oh man!
But you see, it looks like they've been planning for this festival. Lines of like those cart TVs and VCRs and stuff, chairs in front of them, restraints.
You know, the usual AV equipment.
Yeah.
Right.
So what do you want to do? There's TVs and VCRs and
I kind of want to smash it.
I'm going to wreck it.
But, you know, I don't do nerd stuff.
All right, so I guess here's our thing that we need to rig to be horror movies instead of whatever. We can make it as easy as just replacing the videotapes.
Can you put them in the computer?
I can try.
So the computer, there's just like a nest of cables that go from the computer and sort of like octopus themselves out to these TVs and VCRs.
So chances are they're going to play it from the computer. I'll try and...
Can we mess around with the computer to kind of find out what it's there for?
Is that,
Or is it just
is that program or
computer.
calculate? Only
That's
one.
going to be an extremely difficult program, so you would need 2 successes to pull that off.
I don't have that. I got 10.
What happens if I fail?
Or I guess I can roll 3. Yeah.
I mean, fail means that you will not be able to access the computer.
Does anybody else want to try? Does anybody else have program?
I don't. I just
I only
roll
have
straight
like
dice.
2 in it.
I don't have anything in it. So.
You can
Alas,
everybody can
computer
throw
nerd
an
is
8 at it.
I'm trying to think how I'm going to assist you with this.
We're going to yell password ideas over his shoulder.
If you've got program, then you should do it.
I've got 2, so
Who's got the highest
So
program?
that'd be a total of 5, though, wouldn't it?
No, he means he just has tech of 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tech plus.
okay. I'm higher than you then.
So you've got 3?
I have
Yeah.
3.
Okay, you've got 3. So everybody can throw a die, and basically you're going to have one chance to try to like guess the password before it locks out, or one attempt at the roll. So you'll get 3 additional die if they.
We may just.
So 3 plus 3 is 6. Yeah.
I'm definitely giving you an assist. I'll give you what little knowledge I have about password cracking from the anime that I watch.
You're looking for 2 successes.
2, yes.
2.
Oh, nice.
So
It was underneath the keyboard.
yeah.
we're all like, maybe you should do it like this, and you're like, wait a minute. And you like, flip it
So
up.
you're trying to type through, and I can tell Junior's getting really upset. And as he's about to like grab the keyboard and throw it, you're like, "Oh!"
I was just thinking,
Either
you know,
way,
like
it's
if this was somebody's house, I'd look under the mat.
Like
Yeah.
if we're bringing to the car, we pull down the visor and just catch the keys as they fell.
Right.
So you look in, and it looks like there's some type of computer program that you're going to look through here, like 80s style. It's just like a well-documented FAQ, apparently. Like, and everybody's
DOS program.
and between like
10 dim variable 3 : string.
and then like between the 4 of you, you can kind of piece this all together. Let's see here.
That would just be gibberish to most people nowadays.
Print quote
So
hello world quote.
So it looks like the system and software was developed by an individual named Janet Thompson that puts people into a hypnotic state when watching TV. Some of the notes suggest that the control may be broken by strong emotional impressions. Examples are given on specific activities, movies, and music. It seems like the really, like, the horror movies, the slasher, anything with,
What
like...
kind of music?
It's like strong rock music.
Oh, like heavy metal type.
Slayer.
We're all
Okay,
like,
I'm looking at the player, and I'm like, you know what type of music we're talking about.
perfect. This
Now,
will be a little easier than we thought.
We're gonna do angry gorilla music with a female lead like 30 years before it becomes popular.
so basically, you as you look, the program's goal is to create an idyllic and perfect Princeton without any unwanted elements.
So
And it what it's doing is it's implanting like subliminal messaging like into the video to kind of get these individuals
Oh,
like
so that
fly
if
off.
you're,
So
if you're-
basically, instilling the idea that if you're not white, you don't belong.
So if we were
Make
good
Princeton
enough,
great again.
Yeah, essentially.
so if we were good enough, we could rewrite the hypnotic code to make it do something else.
Potentially, that would be extremely difficult. I mean, but to fix it, and like the videos that they're using videos that wouldn't cause them to break the programming, and putting that trailer in front of it. So they're trying to figure out ways to disseminate
so they put
the
it on all
information.
boring movies.
Yeah,
That way
and they
won't.
get rid of the good movies.
yeah. You'll notice that like some of the good movies that you missed in your first pass, they've got boxes here, and they are next to some of these high-powered magnets. Like they've been trying to wipe,
erase them.
they've been trying to wipe them because they're essentially a cure to.
I guess that does work.
No, not RoboCop.
That's a PG movie. It's totally fine.
It's okay. Just slap that ad right in front of it.
Make Detroit great again. RoboCop 2.
Detroit Become Human? What?
That is such an interesting game. Like it's, yeah. So you, as you're looking around, someone make me. Well, everyone can make me an investigate roll. I'm just looking for a single success here.
I got two.
Bam, you get there.
I got one.
So, you can find a receipt for a newly purchased video projector. On tables and in open boxes all around the room, there are several stacks of approved films that won't break the programming, on which the trailer sections of the tapes have been replaced with subliminal video. You guys know that the strong magnets can clean those out if you want to.
I mean, absolutely.
Just yeet those under there.
Let's see.
Let's
here.
break stuff.
You know, it'd be awesome if we had a degosser.
Oh God.
That would be amazing. Just
Now, as you're looking around trying to scrape what other clues you can find here, pinned to an announcement board in the hallway and covered in glitter, the Princeton Culture Festival program states that the next event is the Future of Princeton, speech and an inspirational video by the PTA's chairwoman, Janet Thompson, at the at that Mercer Square. The plan is arranged. This is essentially what you figure the final step of her plan. If they've got a brand new high-powered projector and all this other stuff, she's planning on probably getting a big bunch of people together in this square and hitting them with a massive brainwash.
So I have two suggestions for this. First off, I'm taking a magnet for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Followed by first of two suggestions. Do you think if we laid this magnet on top of the projector, it would make the color shift enough to make everyone in the crowd angry enough to be immune to the brainwashing?
no. You know what we need? We need a music video.
Right? That sounds like a good idea.
The
as well.
loudest, angriest music that we could come up with.
That'll be easy because I can't play any instruments. I'm sure many people will be angry at it. I think we have one musician, which is perfect for what we need.
So yeah, there's a few hours between now and when you need to be at that square. So, what would you like to do? I mean, you've got some stuff in your backpack already. Are there any preparations you want to make? You are at a high school right now.
Let's see. We
Well,
could
you do music, right?
Do we?
Yeah, I can do
We really need like a video, like a heavy metal video.
I don't know if we need a video, but we definitely need speakers and amps to.
You figure they're
broadcast.
probably going to have that stuff
Yeah,
there
we
already.
just get it on a video, and so that when she goes to do the whole, "Hi, we're here to make Princeton amazing, and watch this video first," and then the video kind of turns off all the weird brain stuff, and then they kill her.
No, what we do is instead of doing a video, we come out and we cut down the projector screen to reveal us behind it, and we just start playing live.
That, or I have last Saturday's Headbanger Ball on tape,
True.
on like a VHS tape.
That makes all the grown-ups angry.
Yeah. Headbanger's Ball.
Absolutely. So we got a couple options here.
What
How
is
do you-
it? Oh,
So the projector, is it 8mm film or whatever. Not 8mm.
No, I think it's probably a VHS projector.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean, you could probably put whatever inputs you want on there. So if you've got like the yellow-white inputs from the VCR,
Okay.
you can
I was just
put in whatever you
because
want.
my grandparents have.
Oh no! Like I know what you're talking about.
Projector.
It's not going to be the film type for this AV class, since like cutting edge is going to be like like a tape deck type deal. They're just looking for like the yellow white, and you could just bring your own device essentially and just plug it in.
So we could easily switch out the tape. Well, I say easily, but switching out the tape is an option. You know what? Let's do more than one. Let's have backup plans in place here.
That's a good idea.
So here's essentially game mechanics. What happens is when you get into the final scene, it's what's called a showdown. Mm-hmm. And what happens is you guys will go into what's called an extended trouble, where you have to gain a number of successes in order to succeed.
Okay.
For example, if it's and you'll only have like one check to be able to do it. Okay, so we just go around the table like, what do you want to do? So something that's normal difficulty will require 2 times the number of kids and successes. So something normal difficulty, you all are going to have to accrue 8 successes. Mm-hmm. If it's extremely difficult, it's 3 times 4. If it's almost impossible, it's 4 times 4.
Okay.
So it depends on the plan, how much assistance you have from the outside, all that stuff. But essentially, whatever you plan, somebody needs to play a part. And then they play, use what other they want to try to get those successes.
Okay. You got the charm, so you can go rally up our group of Teamsters up at the old abandoned factory.
Well, it's assumed that you're going to be able to get them involved too. So, like, if you want to spend time, or whomever, if somebody wants to spend time to go rally them, tell them what the plan is, they can...
We can use them to, like, just distract the people of the crowd.
Okay.
Like, just, like, step in front of them, push people's eyes away from things, whatever it takes to keep people not watching the screen.
Yeah. So, in the present, who wants to go back to the factory and get them? I imagine dirt bike would probably be quickest.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you're going to go rally them, get over there real quick, because it's going to take them a while.
I'll
bike
take one of the flyers and say, here, we need you to be here because we think this needs to stop.
You have their help.
All right.
So, everyone else, there any other preparations you want to make? Any supplies you want to
So,
get?
should I go grab my guitar?
You're at a school. They've got band.
You can take their guitar.
Yeah, but I have mine.
It's at home. So, I mean, if you want to go home and then, like, I'll meet you here at this time, that's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So, are we going to go for the show everybody the horror movie ending? We're going to go for the rock and roll saves the world ending.
I think let's do Rock and Roll Saves the World because it's more fun and that directly involves us doing it.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So that means I'm going to get some paint supplies or something similar to block the lens of Old Boy Projector.
Excellent. You can go to the art class. You can get some paints.
Yeah, that way, just in case everything goes too south, we have some way to stop this deal.
Because you've got some extra space in your backpack now that you've dumped the flashlights and stuff, so you can get some like black. You're not too glossy with paint. Let's get them all.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
oil, sure.
scoop them in. Let's do this.
Yeah, whatever's black. Okay. What plans do you have before you go to the square?
I don't really need to do anything, do I?
Okay. Well, no, I just want to check, make sure.
Yeah. No plans.
Okay.
When everything starts to like break apart for us during the like operational plan phase, because that always happens, that's when you come in. You come in with the glue this thing back together.
Well, we'll say you get there early and you get a lay of the land here.
All right.
So the stage that they've got set up is big and pompous, imposing and scary, with large loudspeakers positioned along the sides like tall prison towers. A big banner in the middle reads Princeton Cultural Festival, written in pastel colors in a way that feels welcoming and kind. There are marching bands and music as theater performances from different cultural schools in the city take stage. So, I mean, you've got like the middle school band and stuff. You've got like members of the high school band, like the orchestra band. Some of the elementary schools are playing It's Horrible.
I'm going to give you the walkie with the earpiece as well.
Okay.
So you can track movements while you're there just to make sure they're not on.
The performing students range from those who clearly love to be on stage to some that look like they're serving a prison sentence. In several small plastic tents around the festival, small exhibitions are open to the public, arranged by local artists or the school's most dedicated students. The festival is crowded with visitors. Virtually everyone from Princeton has shown up for this joyous occasion. Some have traveled from nearby towns. Several of the already reprogrammed adults are standing guard as Janet prepares to take the stage. Opposite the stage, there's a small control deck raised from the ground. From here, everything is being monitored and controlled. There's a mixer table for all the sound, controls for the light rigs, as well as the projector and the computer that will play the videos after the speech is over. The dock is manned by a reprogrammed adult who manages the projector and a computer with the program connected to it. Let's see. So Janet's about to start her speech as you guys are making your preparations, and you figure, looking at the program, that after the speech she's going to play this video, and it's going to probably catch everybody in town with it if you don't do something. So Janet's speech will focus on how this is a new era for Princeton, how their hometown shows a cultural community and symbiosis, all working to reach and uphold the same goal in accordance with the same values. She concludes by introducing her video, a film that will show everyone her dream for Princeton, the dream we'll all create together. Now, it's up to you all. Let's see here. Junior, can you make me a contact roll? Actually, I will go as far as to have you make a move roll either, depending.
Oh.
And I'll give you a +1 for the motorcycle, unless that's your iconic item.
That's my iconic item.
Take a +2 then.
All right, so we're going to call this a move.
This is you trying to get to them quick enough to mobilize, because you made a good enough impression.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to make sure because it's a walk.
Right. There's a success.
That is all you need. So normally, to be able to succeed at this, it would be extremely difficult. You'd need 12 successes. Because you have the assistance of the shadow people now, you guys are going to need collectively 8 successes to be able to stop this from happening.
Nice.
Oh, easy money then.
Yeah. So, so you can easily disappear in the large crowd, and you can do a bunch of stuff. So now, it looks like what they're, we'll get to that. So, everyone gets an action. Tell me what you were doing, and you can go in any order. Tell me what you're doing to stop this from happening.
All right, so I'm going to try to do a delaying tactic. So since I'm coming back to town after getting their attention, what I would like to do is right when she goes to give her speech to introduce things, we're going to rev the engine as I drive by, so she opens her mouth to talk, and it's like, and then it stops, and then she goes to talk again. Well now, and then go by on a wheelie, and keep this up until somebody decides to throw me out.
Okay. You get 2 or 3 passes from that.
Tell me what type of roll you would like to make for this, because
that's covered by
Can I critically fail a sneak check?
Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a tinker roll, because it's been a while since you put any gas into this.
Valid.
And you're doing burnouts and all this stuff, so you need to be able to balance and time all this stuff. So I'm going to say your understanding of your machine is going to be necessary. So I'll say tinker.
This is my dirt bike, so I'll take the +2 from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well. And I know exactly what kind of gas that Dad buys, and I steal. All right, here we go. Be good to me. There is a success.
Okay.
You know what?
Now you can spend your stuff.
I did this myself.
Is that your pride?
That's my pride.
Okay, so your pride gives you an auto success. It doesn't give you a reroll,
Okay.
It gives you an auto success. So you're up to 2 successes.
I'm up to 2.
And you can still mark a
we're
condition,
kinda-
mark luck.
We're kind of late in the game. I'm going to burn a luck.
Okay, so you get to keep your success.
Right.
All right. So you're up to 2 successes.
And there's one more, so there's 3.
So you are up to 3.
Pull some weight. Good job.
All right. Now, so as everyone's making their preparation, you can just hear that wing, 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 just like revving until finally, like you can tell it's starting to putter out. Like, okay, I need to. Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. It's like, okay, this is the extent of what I can do. All right, so who's next? Who wants to?
I
There you go.
guess.
You have time to work.
Yeah, I guess.
I was going to say, I'm already here, right?
Yeah, you've scouted it out and have a good idea of where stuff is. So,
And we're going to go with the ripping the screen down and then play music. Right?
well, I mean, so like the
Screen ripping is
what is it
optional.
called
Music
here?
is
The
not.
the control center. I don't know if you still have that map there,
Yeah,
but the control
yeah,
center
here, right in
is
the
where
middle.
all the AV stuff is situated.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'll go. You're going to paint over the thing.
So, I mean, you could potentially like plug a guitar like directly into the speakers from up here.
Okay. I'll do that. And then two, one thing I guess I'll ready to do, is since I got that walkie-talkie, is if something goes wrong and they start coming on to us or anything, I'll start like causing chaos on the walkie-talkie.
Okay, so
You just hold it on so they can't talk to each
so
other.
I'll let you do one of two things. You can either use charm to try to keep the reprogrammed adults off their guard,
Okay.
and that's basically making them do what you want them to do, which is why it would be charm. The alternative is you can go ahead and do like a tinker or a calculate to make preparations for Sam's guitar performance. You get to choose which one of those things you want to do.
I'll tinker. It's the same for both.
Okay, so what you're going to mess with chords, and you're going to get it situated to where the main audio is going to be whatever Sam plugs into the guitar.
Right.
Okay.
I got one.
One. Okay. So
I'm going to burn a lot.
You can burn a luck. Okay.
See if we can get another one.
What's your pride by chance?
I'm not from around here.
Okay.
I'm not happy. No.
Okay. Now you can mark a condition if you
I
want.
can
to
even burn another lot.
Not once
No.
per check, so you
Okay.
can burn your burn a condition if you
I'm
want.
going to go with upset.
Okay, you're upset that you like it's a tangled
But it's
mess.
not working.
Yeah, it's a tangled mess. You don't hear that that hum like as
Right.
soon as you like get the right chord in.
Got one.
Okay, so you're up to 2.
Yep.
Cool.
That puts us in good position, fellows.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
Sam, you'll be last. You're the showstopper.
All right,
That's
let's
right.
do this.
Yeah.
So I'm next.
So Tim, you've got the dirt bike distraction. You hear some like just like
Yeah.
that feedback from the speakers. Some change has been made someplace.
It's, so I know my crew's got my back on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up to that projector as fast as I can and see if I can't paint that bad boy black.
Cool. So what do we want to call this? It could be a tinker or calculate. It could be. I'm open to suggestions here.
I was thinking tinker.
Could be sneaking up to get
Yeah,
It
it could be sneak because it's
I could also be
hide, sneak, or steal, and you're basically hiding you're obstructing the view of this thing by.
Well, I mean, like I'm hiding myself, and then like instead of like tinkers, where it's like I specifically meticulously paint the lens, I could also just dump paint on this thing and call
Yeah.
that a day.
So you want to try a sneak roll?
Yeah, and
Okay.
this will be assisting my pride, which is to help those in need.
So are you using your prod?
Yeah.
So you can check that off, and you get an auto success.
Oh, well, let's do that then.
So it doesn't give you like rerolls. You just get a free success.
Perfect. So I'm helping those in need. These people here.
Yeah.
They don't know that they
this
need
whole
it.
town is in need right now.
Yeah, they don't know that they need it, but boy, howdy do they. Okay, I am unfortunately unable to use my my iconic item. I guess I should have just broke the projector with it, but what are you going to do?
I don't want my parents getting that, Bill.
So I will sneak my way up there. This is at a 4 because my leg still kind of hurts from that chain link fence. I got 1 success, so that's 2 total.
Okay, now you can use a luck or you can use a condition to reroll again.
This is pretty heart pounding. So I'll move over into the old scared.
Okay.
I'm worried that this might not work out for me, or
So
I
you
might
start like finger painting with it to smear it up real good.
Gotta make sure. Nothing extra
It
on
didn't
that.
work. Okay. You have any luck?
Yeah, I might as well throw 1 more luck at it.
Okay.
This does not down a die. No, no good.
So you've got 2 successes. All right. Sam,
All right, we just need one more.
the pressure's on.
Yeah.
You go up to that control
So,
center.
question.
Yeah.
Does my pride can't stand a bully? Would you say that might come in here?
This is kind of bullying. Like, you're basically strong-arming the entire town.
All right.
Do you remember all those people who got beat up because they were different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So I'll
this is you punching a white
burn-
supremacist in
I'll
the
burn my
face.
pride.
Okay, so that gives you a success.
All right. What do you want me to roll for this sick guitar
Oh
solo?
gosh,
Is
so
that tinker for the item? Or
well, we could say that it's tinker for manipulating
Or
the
charm?
machine.
Charm,
We
yeah,
could say
charm's
it's
another good
charm for making people do what you want, which would be like dance. Got a
empathize?
player throwing chairs here.
It's like wrestling.
I know.
Well, we also have a very
My God!
question
My
that
God!
has been asked. It's like, what are you playing?
Yeah. Maybe empathize for to like make them feel the same thing he's feeling.
Well,
or anger.
empathize would work good too because empathize is to study what makes a person tick and how to find their weaknesses, and you know that you know what you need to play, so you can empathize with them and know exactly the riffs you need to just get to the core of this problem.
But you said I could use charm.
I can say you use charm because you're wanting them to do what you want, which is to feel angry.
I got a 5 in charm, but only a 4 in empathize. So
Okay, so yeah, your charm is you want people to feel angry. You want them to be mad.
no successes, but I will burn a luck.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
2 successes.
2 successes plus the bonus that
Yep.
you already
So
got.
that's 3.
So that's 3. That brings you all to 10, and you needed 8. It's a good thing you had help from the other people, the shadow people, because they were kind of, as you were doing the finger painting and stuff, they were running block for you, making sure that adults couldn't get up there. You had people preventing them from stopping you doing the sick burnouts on Mercer
They
Street.
sent the guards after me and yeah.
And the chick trips over the crutches.
The thing is, though,
Right.
yeah, the thing is, I believe the junior has started. Well, Mercer Street's always been known for the sick burnouts and peeling out and stuff. So you just sort of you've naturally perpetuated this thing that Mercer Street's been known for years and years. It is like a big cruising road. It still is to some case. So as Sam gets up there, plugs in the guitar, and you can just feel the power coming through this. This is probably the most speakers you've ever had your guitar plugged into. And you do a single strum, and you can tell that Janet's confused. And then what is it that you're going to play?
Well, might as well bring in my favorite song for the first and only time.
Okay.
I'll do an instrumental of "We're Not Gonna Take It."
All right.
Oh, so you got to do the intro from the video.
Do
What
I
are you
though?
going to do with your life?
Do I though?
He doesn't really have like a microphone up there,
Yeah.
but like he's got the, you do like a punk's like just, everything's double time. and,
That's my favorite.
and you can tell like everybody is just like the people that are just there are like the people that have been reprogrammed look like they've been hit by like a bat. Like they just you woke them up out of a fever dream with a bucket of cold water. Like they're just like they've snapped out of something. Janet in particular looks very confused up on stage. I was curious what's going on. And eventually, like, some responsible adults are going to pull you off stage, not before you, like, get like, just...
And then you break the guitar because it's not yours.
It's the double time punk version, so it only has to last like
Yeah, it's a minute and a half.
Yeah.
a minute's like a long,
It's like
the
a
extra
minute.
solo in a punk song.
So, as that happens, the adults who have been reprogrammed wake up from their mass hypnosis and have no recollection of what's happened. Most of them sluggishly return to their everyday routines, ignoring the lack of memory from the past few days or weeks. Collectively, it's considered better to ignore and bury what has happened than to seek help.
It is the 80s. Cocaine helps.
It does.
Janet is confused.
Drug.
The last thing Janet remembers is herself neck deep in work as she programmed her new software algorithm about a month ago. You can explain to her aside, like, why'd you do it? I don't know what I did. You did all this stuff. So, like, as you're sort of explaining what's going on, it starts to click with her. She shows regret for creating such a program. She's actually works at DARPA. Part of like the loop, and this was something she was researching. So she might know some people's parents.
Wait,
Who knows?
DARPA? I thought you worked for the PTA.
Well,
I guess you could do.
I didn't realize I worked for the PTA either. I was,
Maybe you're like my uncle and work for the PTSD.
but she essentially. After you explain it to her, you figure that she became susceptible to the same program that she had been designing. So she brainwashed herself, and she just basically doubled down on what she was doing. So she leaves a report to her to the DARPA stating that the research was a failure, and this in turn leads to her having a less significant desktop job. And she resigns as president of the PTA, considering she doesn't know how she.
Kids.
Maybe I don't know how.
You don't need kids when you have a brainwashing machine.
Yeah. The Shadow People return to Princeton one after another as they realize there's no longer a threat of persecution, at least no more than usual.
So are they going to keep that sweet like group name? Or are they going to be the Shadow People forever?
They take their place in the outskirts of society now in the shadows,
sounds
shaped
really
by
cool.
the ignorance of all. And congratulations, you have completed Horror Movie Mayhem.
Nice.
So yeah, the
rock and roll saves the world ending.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was a good ending choice.
so Janet Thompson was the main like bad guy, but like she was essentially like brainwashed herself, and she like deletes her research and stuff like that. Like she destroys it.
oh, that's nice of
Okay.
her.
That'd be
Yeah.
great. Read all those cassettes.
Yeah, your
I still have the master copy of that one. Maybe we should probably destroy that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ellen.
It's a good thing that Trevor's character isn't here, or he would have downloaded that disc.
Oh yeah.
He would have been like, I'm going to pull this out.
He would have had like the tech skills to be able to like kill this.
Oh, is he a tech nerd?
Yeah, he'd pick
Big
the
time.
computer geek,
Yeah.
and like he would have destroyed some of the stuff on here. Ellen Woods is the other NPC. She was the one that helps manage, I guess, part-time manager, whatever, of the To the movie gallery.
Yeah, the movie gallery. Yeah, I have her down on my thing. She's a movie buff. That's where I get some of my not as out of the way movies from.
Your mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know how long she'll stay in Princeton considering, but that's, she's here at least for now.
Okay. And we got her back her medicine and stuff too. That's good.
Yeah. So, now let's talk about experience. I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and if the answer is yes, you will check a box in your experience. So, number 1, did you participate in the session?
No.
I don't think so. I never forgot to do something.
No experience.
Yeah.
Damn, William, I'm just now noticing you here. Where's
Right?
So if you participate, you get an XP. Number 2, have you been in trouble because of your problem or your relationships?
Not this time, no.
Okay. So did anybody's problem come to bite them?
No.
Okay.
No, not this time.
I have a feeling when my problem comes into play, I'll be in jail.
I can break you out because of my problem.
That's amazing.
Question 3, did you use or struggle with your pride?
I did use my
Yes.
I did.
I didn't use mine.
Okay. What is your pride?
Not from here.
Did you struggle with that, any? Not really, because you could have RP'd, I don't know where these places are in Princeton.
Right.
well, but of course we were here to be like, well, then just follow us.
Yeah. Okay. Question 4, did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? So, definitely, multiple times.
Listen, I help people who are in need. That includes my...
Well, you split up several times to help people sneak under the fence and to work the intercoms.
Did I do something? Seems like I did something.
If you can tangentially say, this is not, hard, just, if anyone else can think of a way that they put themselves at risk. So what were some other risky things that... let's see. Well, you split yourself up trying to talk to the guard at the quarry, so everybody else could do their stuff. So you put your neck on the line. I'll say it does, because you split yourself up.
The risk is not necessarily physical danger. It could be just,
Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? You put yourself on the line to try to help.
You did. You made the stealth roll non-necessary for that by using your own.
Let's think about
only
Sam.
You would have been punished for failing.
Sam, what'd you do?
Okay.
Did you split up any time? Did
Not
you put
really.
yourself at risk? Okay.
Not that
Junior,
I
did
can
you
think
put
of.
yourself at risk?
That depends on how you consider my driving.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this time around it was all together.
Okay. Last, have you learned something new, and what is it?
Learned that Ellen is fucking awesome.
Yeah, we learned
Okay.
about Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learned about Ellen.
Yeah, we learned
and
Ellen's I guess secret past.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and that it's not a big deal. That may seem like a weird thing, and my parents would hate it, but she's a badass.
Yeah, it doesn't bother us any. It's just that it is her secret.
She's our new best friend.
Which, for 86, this is a profound bit of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If we didn't like her, we could destroy her.
Yeah. And she realizes that, too. I mean, you basically had
What's that?
the box.
Logan that had.
Yeah, that's true.
back in the
Right.
80s.
Yeah, we legitimately had it.
They were
Like that
hard.
box
It was
would have been the end.
Oprah? Yeah, they were on Oprah.
Ambient music provided by Tabletop Audio. Original 10-minute ambiances and music for games and stories. Find out more at tabletopaudio.com.